You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area. Upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
This local forecast is brought to you by Lyft. Download the app and take a ride.
Sad stories coming out of Mozambique as the death toll continues to rise. Residents of another small town in Missouri have been evacuated due to the approaching Missouri River. Officials say that most of the roughly 130 residents of Lewis and Clark Village have been evacuated to higher grounds because of the water taking over. Melting ice and snow have caused water levels to rise on the Cottonwood River, leading to flood alerts in Minnesota. A lot of the snow melts is well upstream in the Cottonwood Basin, and an ice strand is causing it to flow over its banks. Charities say that thousands of people are stranded by catastrophic flooding in Mozambique, clinging to roofs or stuck in trees. About 300 people are confirmed dead in Mozambique and Zimbabwe, but the toll is expected to rise.
This is the family who booked the trip, which led to new adventures and turned moments into memories. With more options for your Florida vacation than any other travel site, Expedia has everything you need to go.
Make your escape in the Nissan Qashqai. With intelligent all-wheel drive. Nissan Qashqai, the agility of a car, the ruggedness of an SUV. And now, choose your own bonus offer. Plus, get up to $1,000 sale cash on select models.
The average person spends 26 years and 3 months in bed. And that's not all sleeping. Which is why Simba's rigorous testing, responsive memory foam, up to 2,500 unique patented springs, and breathable sleep surface are so appreciated. Especially when it's time to go to sleep.
Simba mattresses are available exclusively at Sleep Country.
Oh, how was the open house?
So good. Look, 800 square feet, 1 bedroom, hardwood floors, 15-minute ride to work.
Dude.
I know.
Your credit score must be amazing.
My credit score? How do I check?
Credit Karma. It's free.
That's great. That's super easy. That's a credit score.
Just whip bam bum. It's done.
Check your free scores now at Credit Karma. Here's to progress.
Eyes over there, dude. This apartment's hers.
Fine.
Thank you.
What if a robot could make people be nice to each other? I wish we could be inside the movie. No more car accidents. I wish my dad could get treatment at home. Garbage that takes itself out.
What seems impossible today won't be tomorrow with 5G from Canada's most trusted network.
Closed captioning is brought to you in part by Fairstone, loans that suit you. This weather segment is powered by Supreme Basics Office Supplies and Furniture. Fast delivery, thousands of products online. Supreme Basics, the office expert.
Thanks for joining us for the morning brief. Today is World Water Day, and how you can conserve. Take a look at this.
For years we've heard about atmospheric heat waves, those prolonged periods of time during which air temperatures are above average. But did you know that oceans also have heat waves? That's basically when water temperatures are warmer for a certain period of time. Now scientists are saying that these marine or ocean heat waves, as they call them, are becoming more frequent, more intense, and expanding over larger areas of our oceans and seas. So what kind of implication would that have on marine ecosystems? Well, we're already seeing those impacts, and those impacts are going to be much greater as time progresses, from those tiny little plankton to the fish and to the humans which consume that fish. The impact is going to be tremendous, not only because of the ecosystems, but also because of social and political tensions escalating among different countries of the world.
So World Water Day is celebrated annually on March 22nd, and it highlights the importance of fresh water. There's a theme every year.
Yes.
This theme this year is leaving no one behind.
Well, there are still billions of people that don't have safe or access to safe drinking water, and that's a tragedy, and it's still
and we
reality.
waste so much water in certain areas, right? So there are some tips on how you can conserve water. When hand washing dishes, never run water continuously.
Make sure you're turning the water off when you're actually brushing your teeth. I constantly have to remind my children of that one. You don't need to waste the water. Install low flush toilets. That's a big one too.
Yeah, and instead of just a light watering of your lawn every day, maybe water it every 3 to 5 days and give it maybe a bit of a deeper soak. A good thing you do is the tuna can method, and that's when you put the tuna can in various spots around near your sprinkler, and when you get half a can full, it's done.
Just like that.
Just like that.
I didn't know
Easy. Okay, big day tomorrow for you guys. You guys need to be celebrated. It's World Meteorological Day.
Yes.
And with that, why did you guys want to become Mets? Chris?
Just because it's my job for a living, and I have to make sure I inform you and be as accurate as possible. So the better I'm informed, the better you'll be informed.
So he was just like me before he became a meteorologist. Just throwing that out there. Nicole?
I started here, and I wasn't a meteorologist, and I just got, it sort of grows on you, and you start to really love it. And I was like, you know what, I really want to know more. So I went back to school and became a broadcast meteorologist.
Did it not have to do with, like going out storm chasing and seeing like hail the size of softballs and like all that kind of good stuff too?
I really liked the theory of it.
Yeah, the dynamics, all that goes in, and just how quickly the weather can turn. And also, to be able to explain why the forecast didn't pan out the way we thought it would too as well.
Okay, that's a good point. All right, if you would love to connect with us, you can do so on Twitter.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area. To upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com. Keep the forecast at your fingertips. Download the Weather Network app at your favorite app store.
Devastation continues in Mozambique. But first, drone footage shows what is being called the sunken city of Bellevue. Historic river flooding persisted throughout the north-central United States following a bomb cyclone that struck the region last week. It triggered massive snowmelt and dropped heavy rain that has overwhelmed cities. Well, to ring in spring, Long Beach residents were treated to a snow day on March 20th when a storm hit the area, leaving a blanket of hailstones in its wake. There were road closures and widespread flooding. And a state of emergency has been declared for Mozambique, and the country is appealing for international help after heavy rain hit the area due to Cyclone Idai hitting the region. Many people still missing as search and rescue operations continue.
Two storms of note, one off the Atlantic coast and our northern one, and I want to make sure our friends in the north are aware of this dangerous blizzard moving west to east across Nunavut and to Iqaluit. You'll get into that tomorrow. So extensive blowing snow, dropping temperatures, and some snowfall. Across the northeast here of the United States into Canada, we've got plunging temperatures across southern Ontario with flurries developing. Rain changes to snow in eastern Ontario and southern Quebec, and snow right through the night, and accompanied by a brisk wind as well. So not a big snowstorm for you in the GTA certainly, but further east up the St. Lawrence it likely could be. Look at this cold night values though, wind chills near -20 in some areas. Quebec, widespread snow, higher accumulations for the higher elevations. Temperatures are going to be just above the freezing mark, so this is going to be wet snow, and we've got rain coming into the Maritimes and into Newfoundland by tonight.
Culturel believes people are good inside, and we know something about that. Because Culturel works from the inside by supporting your intestinal health with a proven effective probiotic. Culturel, a proven probiotic.
I think it'll fit.
Want a performance car that actually fits your life? Introducing the new 2019 Ford Edge ST. Capability meets power in the first SUV from the Ford Performance team. The new 2019 Ford Edge ST.
Dad, we need to talk about something important.
You don't need to go anywhere, Dad. This is your home. The best home to be in is your own. Home Instead offers personalized in-home services for your loved ones. Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal. This is the year you say yes to new experiences, new places, new memories. With the travel experts at Colette guiding the way, you'll discover destinations like a local. With all the details covered, all you have to do is say yes and see what this incredible world has to offer. Find out more about Colette's inclusive travel experiences across all 7 continents. Call 877-454-9926 or visit Colette.com.
Thanks for joining us on this Friday. It is the 22nd of March. I'm Emily Vukovic, and we do have some winter-like weather on the way. Yes, we are into the second full day of spring, but temperatures are dropping. 4 degrees, and this is not our daytime high. We've already seen our daytime high. This is what temperatures are going to be hovering around early afternoon, and then they're going to be dropping significantly, pretty much right across the board. So Barrie at 1, Huntsville at 0. These temperatures really going to be fluctuating. We do have the chance to see a rain-snow mix throughout the day today, all because of this low in the Atlantic. We're seeing the wraparound impact from that. So the northwesterly winds, that's what's cooling down our temperatures, and we're seeing a little bit of moisture from that trough. High pressure moves in throughout the overnight and throughout the day tomorrow. A beautiful sunny day, albeit gusty. It's going to be windy tonight. We're seeing gusts up to about 65 kilometers an hour. And then the winds throughout the day tomorrow, about 30 to 40 kilometers an hour coming in from the northwest. So quite cool, especially if you're down by the lakeshore, but we are going to be seeing lots of sunshine. Snowfall accumulations, not huge. We're looking at trace amounts downtown. We are going to be seeing a couple of centimeters possibly through the escarpment up towards cottage country. That's where it's going to be heavier, but for the most part, we're not going to see much. Tomorrow, a fantastic day. We've got temperatures getting up to 6 degrees, and Sunday, double-digit territory with sun. I'd imagine you could make water from air. Well, a company is doing just that. Take a look.
Creating water from air. That is now a reality, and it could be a game changer when it comes to aid in natural disasters. It's all thanks to WaterGen and their innovative technology.
We essentially have an algorithm which senses barometric pressure, temperature, humidity, etc. And we manage to combine them in such a way where it rains. It doesn't rain outside. We use the humidity in the air we're breathing right now, and we create rain in a box.
And when disaster strikes, WaterGen can send out their heavy-duty trucks that transport 600-liter capacity atmospheric water generator units to those in need.
So right after Harvey hit South Texas, we got a call from FEMA and the Red Cross. They wanted to know if this technology really worked. So we packed up and moved over to Port Arthur, Texas, and we provided water there. Again, the key here is you don't have to be resupplied.
Then Irma tore through Florida, and in 2018, Hurricane Michael ravaged the Panhandle, and WaterGen was there to provide thousands of gallons of fresh water.
And then just recently, we got a call to relocate up in Northern California. People there, very, very difficult time. Water sources have all been polluted, and so something has to be done.
And so WaterGen will be volunteering their services to assist with the relief efforts following California's deadly wildfire season. For the Weather Network, I'm Michelle Mackey.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area. Visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
This local forecast has been brought to you by ExploreNet Reliable Rural High-Speed Internet. Connect to what matters. Start at explorenet.com.
Sad stories coming out of Mozambique as the death toll continues to rise. Residents of another small town in Missouri have been evacuated due to the approaching Missouri River. Officials say that most of the roughly 130 residents of Lewis and Clark Village have been evacuated to higher ground because of the water taking over. Melting ice and snow have caused water levels to rise on the Cottonwood River, leading to flood alerts in Minnesota. A lot of the snow melts is well upstream in the Cottonwood Basin, and an ice jam is causing it to flow over its banks. Charities say that thousands of people are stranded by catastrophic flooding in Mozambique, clinging to roofs or stuck in trees. About 300 people are confirmed dead in Mozambique and Zimbabwe, but the toll is expected to rise.
This Traveler's Report is brought to you by Expedia. Everything you need to go.
The consumer wants transparency. I'm fully prepared to give you full transparency. I haven't hidden anything from you guys the last 3 days.
Beef sustainability is a way of producing food so that we aren't going to run out of the resources that we have.
People forget that we make our living off this environment. If we destroy it, we don't get to come back.
The same pound of beef today produces 15% less greenhouse gas than it did 30 years ago, and so our environmental footprint is shrinking.
McDonald's, they've shown tremendous leadership working with producers, and it's just not a flash in the pan.
It takes partnerships to really resonate, and what sustainability in this framework has done, and through the help of McDonald's, we now have the ability to tell our story.
Tired of paying too much for internet, TV, and home phone? Are bills impacting your budget? Call ComWave and join the wave. With the ComWave Power Bundle, you get a home phone line, unlimited high-speed internet, and TV with all your favorite channels, all for only $89.95 a month. Call now and get 6 months absolutely free. Be like hundreds of thousands of Canadians and join the wave.
So let me get this straight. I get a home phone line,
unlimited internet, so no more overage charges,
TV with over 75 channels,
all for only $89.95 a month. Get unlimited internet and TV with all your favorite channels for only $89.95 a month. Call now and get 6 months free. That's right, your home phone, unlimited internet, and TV, all for 6 months absolutely free.
Now that's a great deal.
Stop paying too much. Call 1-866-499-8034 and join the wave.
Weather Watch continues. Happy Friday. It is the 22nd of March. I'm Emily Vukovic. And yes, although we are into spring, it is still going to be kind of wintry today. We have a developing system that's going to be moving through, dropping our temperatures and bringing us, yes, a little bit of snow. We are going to see some rain to start off, maybe a little bit of mixing, and then we do eventually start to clear out throughout the afternoon. So the day's not going to be a complete write-off, but it is going to be cold. If you're stepping out right now, you're thinking, well, it's not that bad, but temperatures will be dropping throughout the day today. Our winds are going to pick up, and they're coming in from the northwest, so they are going to be cold. We've got this low that is going to be tracking its way up the U.S. eastern seaboard. We're being impacted by the wraparound, but we clear it quite quickly, and then high pressure starts to move in just in time for the weekend. So we've got winds gusting up to about 65 kilometers an hour by tonight. So if you are heading out, this evening is going to be cold. I say cold because it's going to feel like minus 12 when you factor in that wind. So dress for minus 12. Snowfall amounts, they're certainly not going to be epic, but we're looking at trace to a couple of centimeters up through the escarpment, through cottage country, but downtown core, we're looking at trace amounts. Fairly slippery road conditions depending on when you're driving, and if you're driving that 400, could be a bit dicey at times today. 6 degrees for tomorrow. This is where we start to clear out. We've got high pressure coming in, and up towards Huntsville and Barrie, taking a little bit longer to warm up, but you'll get there. Seasonal daytime highs pretty much all along the lakeshore. The winds are still going to be fairly gusty, but they will start to ease, and by Sunday we are looking at an absolutely fantastic day. Daytime high of 10. We cool down closer to seasonal averages next week, but we hold on to a little bit of sunshine. All right, we're going to check in with Michelle Mackey right now. She's got a great story on Canada's oldest weather beacon.
So do you have any idea what that tower up there means?
Canada Life Tower. Is that the right one? Okay, yeah, no, I guess.
I have no idea what that is.
I believe it indicates the weather, temperature going up and down, and whether the skies will be clear or not.
Long before the age of the Weather Network app, there was a different way to get your daily forecast. This weather beacon on top of the Canada Life building in downtown Toronto. Since the 1950s, the beacon has been providing the Toronto forecast through a series of light and color patterns. Here's the code. Flashing red, rain. Flashing white, snow. Solid red, cloudy. Solid green, clear. The strip of lights running vertically along the tower display the temperature story. When the lights do nothing, steady temperature. Shooting up, the city is warming. Shooting down, Toronto is cooling. While this is the oldest weather beacon in Canada, it's not the only one in the world. Try the famous weather beacon barometer atop Westpac Place in Sydney, Australia, or the Tempozan Ferris wheel in Osaka, Japan. And of course, we can't forget about the classic weather forecasting rock found anywhere with a little sense of humor. For the Weather Network, I'm Michelle Mackey.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area. Upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
This local forecast has been brought to you by the 2019 Ford Edge ST, the first SUV from the Ford Performance Team.
Devastation continues in Mozambique. But first, drone footage shows what is being called the sunken city of Bellevue. Historic river flooding persisted throughout the north-central United States following a bomb cyclone that struck the region last week. It triggered massive snowmelt and dropped heavy rain that has overwhelmed cities. Well, to ring in spring, Long Beach residents were treated to a snow day on March 20th when a storm hit the area, leaving a blanket of hailstones in its wake. There were road closures and widespread flooding. And a state of emergency has been declared for Mozambique, and the country is appealing for international help after heavy rain hit the area due to Cyclone Idai hitting the region. Many people still missing as search and rescue operations continue.
Closed captioning has been brought to you in part by Colette, crafting worldwide travel experiences with you in mind for over 100 years.
It's never been easier to share your videos and photos. Get connected, get creative, and get sharing. Visit theweathernetwork.com today. Join now and share your weather.
Funny thing about this place, you'd be hard-pressed to take a simple picture without some humpback spoiling it for you. Newfoundland and Labrador.
Pain? Meet our strongest response yet. Salonpas 12-Hour. These patches contain 2 medicines, clinically proven to work on back, muscle, and joint pain for up to 12 hours. Salonpas, for targeted relief.
Meetings about meetings, bread makers still in the box, leftovers. Yep, we sure waste a lot of stuff, but not when it comes to gas. With the Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid electric SUV, the smarter way to SUV.
It's about feeling comfortable in your skin.
New Age Perfect Hydra Nutrition by L'Oreal. A rich, nourishing cream with precious manuka honey. It absorbs instantly to repair dry skin, leaving it supple and glowing. New Age Perfect Hydra Nutrition from L'Oreal Paris.
Because you're worth it.
This is the family who booked the flight, who saved by adding a hotel, which led to new adventures that captured their imaginations and turned moments into memories. With more options for your Florida vacation than any other travel site, Expedia has everything you need to go.
Hey, did you get that from the Grill Father? Wait, don't tell me. Beefcakes. I've read a blog about that place. No way. You sure? Dude.
The new Carolina Barbecue Mighty Angus. It might just take you by surprise.
We know the weather is always changing, and that's why we've made it even easier for you to plan your day. Join now and get your own custom email weather alerts delivered right to your inbox. Visit theweathernetwork.com and join now.
Thanks for joining us here on The Brief. Chris, Nicole, and Emily with you. And today, you guys, it is World Water Day. Take a look at this.
For years, we've heard about atmospheric heat waves, those prolonged periods of time during which air temperatures are above average. But did you know that oceans also have heat waves? That's basically when water temperatures are warmer for a certain period of time. Now, scientists are saying that these marine or ocean heat waves, as they call them, are becoming more frequent, more intense, and expanding over larger areas of our oceans and seas. So what kind of implication would that have on marine ecosystems? Well, we're already seeing those impacts, and those impacts are going to be much greater as time progresses, from those tiny little plankton to the fish and to the humans which consume that fish. The impact is going to be tremendous, not only because of the ecosystems, but also because of social and political tensions escalating among different countries of the world.
So interesting piece there. We'll be running other stories throughout today on World Water Day to highlight the importance of water. And really, that's what today is all about. And it's also about the importance of fresh water, conserving water.
Yes.
And there's a theme every year for World Water Day. This year, it's leaving no one behind.
All right, let's hope, because there are billions of people that don't have access to it. And those of us that do, like in Canada, we're very lucky. We have an abundance of water. So we've got to be mindful not to be wasteful.
Yeah. Conservation tips and tricks. Use these at home. It's really easy. When you're hand washing dishes, never run the water continuously. Turn your water off when you're actually brushing your teeth, and you will save 80% of the water normally used.
Wow, I'm actually guilty of that.
Me too.
I run it.
So are my kids.
Water the lawn every 3 to 5 days as opposed to every day. And you can use a water sprinkler, and you put a can of tuna out there, an empty can of tuna, and when that gets about halfway full, then that's enough. You can move the sprinkler.
Do you not draw all the cats to your neighborhood when you do that?
It's an empty can of tuna.
Still smells like tuna.
You maybe would have washed it in the dishwasher to get the smell out, right?
But only wash your dishwasher when it's totally full.
Exactly.
Washing machine is the same way too.
Yeah,
full.
absolutely.
Let's be responsible.
Okay, tomorrow is World Meteorological Day, and this, of course, is a huge deal at the Weather Network because we have so many meteorologists that work within our building, and you can join the conversation. Facebook Live this morning. It is happening. You can chat with Nicole. You can chat with Jacqueline. Murphy, you're going to be there too.
Yep.
Kelly Sonnenberg. It is going to be a lot of fun. You can ask these guys all sorts of questions, and you know, try and make them personal. Be hard on these guys. Find out like the nitty gritty details of why they wanted to become
because
Mets.
we don't get enough scrutiny as it is.
No, it's all about the forecast, and you know, ask them when they're wrong. Why? You know, get into those details. I'm just teasing. We're never wrong. Ever.
No.
You can connect with us. We always love your input, weather-wise or other. And at Emily, at Nicole Karkic, and at Murph TWN are the places to go.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area. To upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
This local forecast has been brought to you by Newfoundland and Labrador.
Sad stories coming out of Mozambique as the death toll continues to rise. Residents of another small town in Missouri have been evacuated due to the approaching Missouri River. Officials say that most of the roughly 130 residents of Lewis and Clark Village have been evacuated to higher ground because of the water taking over. Melting ice and snow have caused water levels to rise on the Cottonwood River, leading to flood alerts in Minnesota. A lot of the snow melts is well upstream in the Cottonwood Basin, and an ice strand is causing it to flow over its banks. Charities say that thousands of people are stranded by catastrophic flooding in Mozambique, clinging to roofs or stuck in trees. About 300 people are confirmed dead in Mozambique and Zimbabwe, but the toll is expected to rise.
Traffic is brought to you by Lyft. Download the app and get a ride.
Well, generally speaking, traffic is a little bit lighter on Fridays, and it looks really good at the 401 Dixie. Traffic seems to be moving well on the on-ramp. Across all lanes, looking great west of Renforth as well at the 401. 401 at Carlingview. Also moving well. Everybody seems to be behaving themselves, which is good news for a Friday. We do have a little bit of precipitation in the forecast for today. As you can see, the 401 at Markham Road. We do have a couple of raindrops on the camera right now.
Brave are the few who dare to keep moving. Those who dare to get better by always improving. The teachers, inventors, the scholars, the pros, the doers, the viewers, the ones who oppose. The most restless of spirits who never sit still. Those who never quite could, those who never quite will. The Subaru Impreza never sits still.
This is the family who booked the flight, who saved by adding a hotel, which led to new adventures that captured their imaginations and turned moments into memories. With more options for your Florida vacation than any other travel site, Expedia has everything you need to go.
As a professor, I don't want anything to disturb my flow. For constipation relief, just one tab of Dulcolax overnight can help me get going in the morning so I can move on with my day. Dulcolax, the #1 selling non-prescription laxative brand worldwide. Dulcolax, the science of going.
Get ready for new Nivea Smooth Body Lotion. Now with Deep Care Serum for 48 hours of deep moisture. Enjoy 48 hours of noticeably smoother, irresistible skin.
Just take a little piece of PEI, old Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, Quebec and Newfoundland, Alberta and Manitoba, Ontario and BC, and you'll have found the stomping grounds of all my friends and me. You'll have found the stomping grounds of all my friends and me.
This weather segment is powered by Lyft. Download the app and take a ride.
Happy Friday. It is the 22nd of March. I'm Emily Vukovic, and in just a few moments, meteorologist Dr. Doug Gillum is going to be joining me talking about our long-range forecast, and I think you're going to like the good news. We do, however, have a little bit of bad news to talk about before we get there. So Eastern Canada really being plagued by this area of low pressure. It's really impacting Atlantic Canada with rain and snow and wind, but it is going to be impacting our story as well. We have a daytime high that we've already reached today. Temperatures are going to be dropping throughout the day, feeling like -1 by the afternoon. Could see a little bit of a rain-snow mix, a few showers, but we also have a mix of sun and cloud in the forecast too. So it's really going to be one of those days where we could pretty much see everything right across the board. The winds, those are going to be a big story. They're going to be gusting by tonight 60 to 65 kilometers an hour, and they're coming in from a northerly direction, so it is going to feel cold. If you were heading out tonight, it will feel more like -12 for the city of Toronto. So keep that in mind, dress for winter. High pressure moving back in for tomorrow, so our forecast looking much better. In Barrie today, a little bit of snow. Peterborough's got some mixing. Newmarket at 3 degrees, rain snow mix. But for us, closer you are to the lakeshore, the better chance we have of seeing just a little tiny bit of sun. Snowfall amounts, trace amounts along the GTA. For the most part, higher elevation could pick up a couple of centimeters around the escarpment. And then tomorrow, a much better forecast. Meteorologist Dr. Doug joining me now. And Doug, you've got some good news to share.
I do. It's going to feel like spring on Sunday. Lots of sunshine mixed with some clouds. Many areas will be reaching, or most will reach double digits. Locally cooler near the lake, especially to the east of Toronto. However, March is famous for its temperature roller coasters. We're going to keep on that roller coaster ride and lose about 10 degrees on Monday.
Okay, well, you know what? It is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. But what is this?
Well, it's a system they'll be tracking well south of the border. The cold front pushes through Sunday night, and we could see some light snow near Lake Erie into Niagara, maybe some flurries into the GTA. Not worried about accumulation in our region, and then high pressure builds in. And we're going to have an extended period of quiet weather next week. Tons of sun.
Okay, so even if it's still cool, even if it's still seasonal, it's March. The sunshine will make all of the difference because that solar loading, it is warmer now. Oh, it's going to be good.
And it really will help with that steady warming trend next week. Cold Monday and Tuesday, near seasonal Wednesday. We go above seasonal for Thursday, and then even further above seasonal on Friday.
That's great.
There are some models that have us in the mid to upper teens Friday and Saturday. The key will be the timing and track of our next storm, that if it takes a slower track, it looks like it will, and tracks well to our north, then we will be in this milder air Friday and Saturday. Again, we could reach mid to upper teens. Then some cooler weather does arrive for a couple days to start April, then another extended period of warmer weather after that.
Awesome. Thanks, Dexter.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area. upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
This local forecast has been brought to you by Sure Health from Green Shield Canada, Canada's only national not-for-profit health and dental benefits specialist.
Devastation continues in Mozambique. But first, drone footage shows what is being called the sunken city of Bellevue. Historic river flooding persisted throughout the north-central United States following a bomb cyclone that struck the region last week. It triggered massive snowmelt and dropped heavy rain that has overwhelmed cities. Well, to ring in spring, Long Beach residents were treated to a snow day on March 20th when a storm hit the area, leaving a blanket of hailstones in its wake. There were road closures and widespread flooding. And a state of emergency has been declared for Mozambique, and the country is appealing for international help after heavy rain hit the area due to Cyclone Idai hitting the region. Many people still missing as search and rescue operations continue.
Stories we're following on the Weather Network. Needed rains returning to the west coast today and tonight. It's not a heavy amount, but it is some moisture. We've got plunging temperatures in Ontario today, and we've got some snow, heaviest eastern Ontario and into Quebec and across the Maritimes. Wind, rain, snow to the far north, Newfoundland, more so into tonight. And we take a look at a blizzard looming across much of Nunavut.
Plan ahead and stay safe with the Severe Weather Outlook, the Weather Network's new forecasting tool. It provides 3 days notice of impactful weather and informs you about the risk of severe weather. Check it out at theweathernetwork.com. Plan ahead, stay safe.
The third stair always creaked, and your mother told me all her life that I should fix it. Now, it reminds me of her. I'm just glad I never fixed it.
Listen, you don't need to go anywhere, Dad. Meet Christine. She's going to help you around the house.
The best home to be in is your own. From personal care and memory care to help around the house, Home Instead offers personalized in-home services for your loved ones. Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal.
An anti-wrinkle cream that works fast? L'Oreal's Revitalift Day Cream with Pro-Retinol. Start seeing results in 7 days. Here, here, and here. Skin feels smoother. You'll see the difference. Revitalift Day Cream from L'Oreal Paris. We're worth it.
This is the family who booked the trip, which led to new adventures and turned moments into memories. With more options for your Florida vacation than any other travel site, Expedia has everything you need to go.
If we all had eyesight pre-collision braking, we'd all be as safe as a Subaru.
What if a robot could make people be nice to each other? I wish we could be inside the movie. No more car accidents. I wish my dad could get treatment at home. Garbage that takes itself out.
What seems impossible today won't be tomorrow with 5G from Canada's most trusted network.
Happy Friday. It is the 22nd of March. I'm Emily Vukovic, and now that we're into spring, we're seeing some snow. No, it doesn't seem fair, does it? Well, we do have some unsettled weather from a developing system moving in through southern Ontario today. Our temperatures are going to be dropping throughout the day, unfortunately, so getting up, you're thinking, oh, it's not that bad. Well, we're only going to be seeing temperatures of around 2 degrees by the afternoon hours, and we do have some mixed precipitation on the way, but we should also see a little bit of sun and a little bit of cloud. It's going to be one of those days. It's going to be unsettled. Hamilton, 4 degrees, Toronto, 3 degrees. These are the temperatures that we're going to be kind of hovering around. Up through Barrie, around 1 degree, and Newmarket, around 2. Now, once this system moves through, our winds are going to pick up tonight. We're going to see them gusty, and it's going to feel like the minus teens with that wind chill because those winds are coming in from the north. High pressure moves back in for tomorrow, and we're looking at a really nice weekend. So for tonight, winds gusting up to about 60 kilometers an hour, up to 65, and then they're going to be sticking around through the majority of the day tomorrow, gusting up to about 30 to 40 kilometers an hour, but they eventually ease by Sunday. If you're heading out tonight, -3, but it is going to feel like -12, so dress for -12. If you're hitting the down tonight, you do not want to be surprised on your way home. We do have that risk to see a few isolated flurries throughout the day today, possibly even some mixing. So trace amounts through the downtown core and areas further north could pick up a couple of centimeters, but the forecast dramatically improves for tomorrow. All right, take a look at this next story. Would you believe it if it happened to you? Take a look.
An Australian man who left his car running for his dog returned to find a stowaway.
Hey, buddy.
Tim Whitrow hopped out of his car, leaving the AC running and the door open.
Can I get you to come out of my car, please?
Whitrow attempted to coax the tag-along out, but not before capturing some adorable video. No, they're besties now. After a bit of convincing, the koala eventually jumped out and scurried away.
That's where you're supposed to be, up in the tree.
LA residents were understandably confused when they spotted this in the sky. Was it a meteor? A shooting star? Aliens? Is it aliens? Oh my God, it's aliens! All right, wait a second. I should probably stay calm and remember this is Tinseltown. It was actually an aerial stunt put on by Red Bull base jumpers using wingsuits to leave a trail of sparks. The high-flying display was to celebrate the last supermoon of 2019. Speaking of which, we now leave you with some gorgeous images of said supermoon captured in the city of Kobe, Japan. The phenomenon is closing out a trifecta of supermoons for 2019 that began in January. March's full moon also happens on the same day as the spring equinox, and the last time these two things happened on the same day was in 1981. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area. upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com. Visit our new and improved video gallery showing you the latest weather news, viewer videos, and more, only on theweathernetwork.com.